Hello everybody, welcome to another Legend ZA video. Um, so, the current double restricted meta has definitely made it pretty difficult for a lot of mons to succeed in this format, but I think I found a pretty interesting counter to the very annoying deer and the also pretty annoying fish. Uh, it's Garbodor. Let's check out the moose set, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so you can see here, I'm running Seed Bomb, which is a really weird coverage move that they gave a lot of mons. But it's just very strange on Garbodor. But it's here. And then another strange coverage move in Magnet Bomb. It's interesting. These two give it really strong legendary counter abilities. It's very good at countering Kyogre because it's able to survive Origin Pulse. Not Calm-Minded, but it can survive Origin Pulse at the start of a match. So in many maps where you're pretty close to Kyogre, you're able to just run up and start a Seed Bomb and then follow up with a Gunk Shot. And that's able to two-shot it before it can get Origin Pulse off. So it's been really helpful. And then, of course, that's also great for dealing with Swampert. And then Gunk Shot, of course, is excellent at dealing with the deer. It doesn't one-shot it, but when you throw Magnet Bomb in there with it, it gets pretty close. Unfortunately, it still doesn't two-shot either, because unfortunately, Garbodor doesn't have the greatest of stats. You can see here, even with full investments, that attack stat is just not quite enough, especially for a very bulky mon like Xerneas. But with a Life Orb and using plus energy on it in order to boost it, you're definitely going to be able to take out that stupid deer. And it usually will have enough bulk to survive anything that Xerneas can throw at it. With the moveset, we're also going to be running Protect in order to basically stall out one move that certain mons like Swampert will run up after a bulk up. Would definitely one-shot with an Earthquake. But with Protect, we're able to nullify that damage and then follow it up with a Seed Bomb and really make Swampert regret being there. And you don't even need to plus the Seed Bomb. That's just always going to KO. Well, provided that all the hits actually land. And that's probably the main reason why most people don't like running Seed Bomb. But it does get past Rindoberry as it'll activate the first hit, and then the rest is going to be guaranteed to KO. But Debbie here, our Gardevoir, does need a lot of help in order to get on the field because she is definitely a specialist. Very much a niche, like hunts specific mons very well, has a really rough time against the majority of the cast. So that's why we're going to be bringing along Goin, my Excadrill. So it's going to be running Brick Break, Earthquake, Mega Horn, and Sword Stance. Sword Stance, of course, to make sure that Earthquake is always one-shotting, and Brick Break is a follow-up for anything that is surviving on a sash, and also to deal with screens. I didn't plus Brick Break just so I don't accidentally plus it, because the majority of the time Earthquake is going to deal with them on. And if it doesn't, then Goin shouldn't be fighting it in the first place. And Mega Horn is also there to help deal with Mewtwo's and some other psychic types that might be running around, and a couple of grass types that are running around. Like, there have been a couple of Sceptiles that are still running around, and actually that was kind of the only grass type that I ran into that Mega Horn was useful for. But still, it's also just a really nice move for moving forward, and it's 120 base power, so you can't go wrong with charging in with Mega Horn. And our final teammate is going to be Fish, our Vaporeon. Going to be running Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, and Shadow Ball with a Calm Mind to boost the damage. I'm sorry, I didn't explain Goin is going to be using Focus Sash, because Saskadrill is the best form of Excadrill, while it does have really good HP, its defenses are pretty low, so just a lot of different things one-shot. So choosing between either a Choppleberry or a Shookaberry, it's just, don't need that. As long as you have 1 HP, I can still follow up and maybe get the KO. And that's also why having Brick Break is good, to have a quick follow-up for that, to deal with any other Sash mons. Max attack and max HP, just a really standard Saskadrill. Right, and for Fish, going to be running max special attack and max HP. Just the HP stat is extremely nice, just having that much health. And with the Expert Belt to boost up the special attack, that it's going to get a lot of good one-shots. And with Calm Mind, it'll be able to knock out some neutral mons too, especially with Hydro Pump. But enough of that. Let's just get into the matches, because I really want to show Debbie our Gardevoir off. It's always strange still seeing like the default avatars. But so first match that we're going to have here is going to be on Lake Map. I think Lake is actually pretty good for Garbodor, as a Gunk Shot is a move that wants some range. Here we're going to run into some fighting types, which is actually pretty nice for Garbodor, fighting fire types, because you know, able to take a lot of the damage. I was really surprised that just a regular Magneton just blew up Gardevoir like that, but hey, you know, I'll take it. And here's what I was talking about for Mega Horn. Pretty much the only time that that actually came in handy for a grass type. And yeah, a lot of work is going to be done by Excadrill. Just this moveset is pretty vicious. This is, I thought I switched in time to not have close combat come out, but I guess I'm wrong. Probably on their side, they saw something very different where it would land perfectly, and unfortunately the double team there is going to knock me out. But the close combat that I did earlier actually reduced the defense of Blaziken. That allowed the Gunk Shot to one-shot. I did not get Swords Dance up in time, so did not get the KO on Impor. Fortunately, I live with 1 HP. Everybody is pretty low or on fire. So relying on Vaporeon here to get some more KOs. Here, I just kind of was not thinking. Definitely didn't expect a close combat from after an Aura Sphere. Weird mix set, but unfortunately that lets the Graveyard get a Last Respects on me. Kind of interesting now to see some more people running that funny dog. And here, I just completely forgot. I could have just protected, but honestly, it's better just to be safe than sorry. I also have a little bit of an oopsie because I just should not have Swords Danced in its face. It was very silly of me. Yeah, I think I believed my sash was still up, but nope, I took a little bit of damage. But yep, just gonna Mega a little too early, but it makes sense, you know, gotta try and get your damage out as quick as you can. But yeah, that animation takes a little bit too long. And with that, Garbodor did a little bit of work, but it was mostly the Excadrill show. Okay, and so in this match, this is going to show more of like a typical match with a Garbodor. Just such a niche mon. Just really has difficulty contributing, mostly because on the field we got 2 steel types. We got the Volcanion can't do anything against him too much, like without putting ourselves in danger. That Earth power is really strong. All I can do is just kind of put a little pressure out on other mons. Oh hey, look, a ground type. Gotta stay away from him. And then, so I just have to swap. I'm just wasting too much time not doing anything. So this is just going to be more like a match that's kind of illustrating. This is going to be the general Garbodor experience. Which is pretty much, it's going to be the Vaporeon and Escadrille show. And, yep, even without Calm Mind, Vaporeon takes those Thunderbolts like a champ. And I'm not quite sure what the Goldango player was thinking about, but definitely punish it. And thank goodness Excadrill's speed is so fast, able to get that Earthquake out before the Steam Eruption was able to get me. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I definitely made a silly mistake there. I should have been a little more patient. Yeah, once again, still a field that's not very good for Garbodor. Yep, and that was a good Mega. I'm just gonna throw a Hydro Pump into it. So I'm gonna go on a little sneaking mission because I finally have the chance to pull out Garbodor and get her to do something. Come on, Debbie, get him! Thank goodness the startup time of Meteor Beam is so long. And yeah, resisting Fleur Cannon with a Protect. Just plus is not going to do a whole lot. And although my Sash gets broken, I'm not really afraid of either of these mons. I resist pretty much everything that they have. Oh hey, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on in that Japanese player's head. They're not quite, yeah, they got really confused by the situation, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. Ice Punch takes out that Garchomp before I can do anything, and that's fine. Leaving the match with a big 9W. It's always nice. Park definitely has a lot of advantages for Garbodor because of, well, it's nice when they can't run too far away from Gunk Shot. Unfortunately, my partners are not the ones that I want to be right next to me. Yeah, so good thing I have Protect. I can build some meter while also running away. And here's a great situation where having Shadow Ball is always awesome. And it's usually pretty risky to go for a Calm Mind in front of Chandelures like that, because usually they're going to be packing like Solar Beam. But if they don't have plus, Vaporeon's going to survive, and it's worth it to go for it. Here is just like a perfect time to do it. I was really hoping that Waterfall wasn't going to be able to KO Swampert and I could get a double, but miscalculated on that. And I did not expect him to turn around that quick. But yeah, Garbodor is not that bulky. And look at that, even with the, double defense boost, able to do like a pretty big chunk and this is one problem with my team. I can't really do anything against the metal birds, so can't really deal with Skarmory or Corviknight. So here I'm just trying to build up meter and then run around, just staying away from everybody as I can try and reposition. Because right now I only have one good target with Dondozo, and right now it looks pretty good. I thought a regular Seed Bomb would be enough to do it. I was wrong. I should have plussed it. I had the meter, and I am going to pay for that. Fortunately, I do get Magnet Bomb off just in time, and that does get me the KO, so neither of us get the Power Booster. And I'm just going straight for it. If I see a chance to Seed Bomb, I'm going to try. Yep, doesn't take much. So, unfortunate situation, learning about, oh, yep, it sure is a Sash Garchomp. Yeah, Focus Sash is just a really good item, especially on your ground type. And yeah, the entire field is a little hostile to Garbodor, so might as well just keep out Excadrill. I did not notice that the Swampert was almost KO'd, so instead of getting a free KO with a Brick Break, I left. But still took the win. Pretty slow game, partially because I was keeping it pretty slow and more trying to pick and choose my fights. And that's kind of how you have to play with this team, because if you go too hard for nothing, well, you're going to get nothing. Okay, and another match on Park. Yeah, it's just the enclosed area makes it pretty easy for Garbodor to get around. He is a little slow. Sorry, she is a little slow. But finally seeing a Sylveon, and this one's kind of funny. So landed the poison. They had a Focus Sash. So get the KO with the poison. Not many times you get to see that. So here you're gonna see, it is just slightly a range. Just barely not getting the KO there. And I'm just trying to avoid the funny Glycopod. For some reason they went for the Iron Head on, and actually I didn't know that I could one-shot Golurk with Swords Dance Earthquake. That's new to me. I don't know, fortunate swap. Just gonna use a Shadow Ball to KO. And I need to get out of here. Unfortunately, I make a swap. I didn't know that the Metagross was chasing me with Thunder Punch. So as soon as I make the swap, Gardevoir just takes a big hit. I was really hoping to get a Seed Bomb off there, but oh well. Being a poison type also makes me very tasty looking to you know, ground types that have Earthquake, so of course they want to try an Earthquake, but then I pull out Seed Bomb, and then they go, why on earth do you have Seed Bomb? So, great question, I don't know why. Oof, I'm so glad Protect went off in time. I also am a little confused on why they're running Aqua Ring, but okay, that's interesting. Here I step a little... Yeah, I'm a little too close to the Earthquake and then get heavy slammed. So, yeah, gotta pay a little more attention. But I do see this as a chance to launch a Seed Bomb off. They're probably gonna swap, yeah. And now I just kind of don't have any targets. Mewtwo's kind of just chilling out over there. I do land the poison, so that's nice. And right now I'm just going to take a moment, take my time, try and pick a target out. And yeah, with them focusing a little too much on the Excadrill, able to get that. Yeah, and didn't expect him to unfreeze that quickly. Was really hoping there was a little more time left, but this is a perfect Gardevoir moment. So, gonna get another seed bomb. And I don't really have the time to get another KO, so I'm just gonna play really lame right now. And just stall out the timer. Okay, and this last match, this was definitely the best field for Garbodor, but the match plays out really weird. So if you didn't know, T-Tars just loses this straight up, like 100% of the time. If you don't have a curse set for T-Tar, you're gonna lose this match. So Callid's definitely not something I want to fight. Right now, I just want to bait him out to get some more meter, and then they switch to Overquill. I don't know any of the calcs for Overquill, so I'm just trying to play really safe and just avoid getting hit. And fortunately, that Magnet Bomb's gonna get me a KO there, but I'm trying to bait out this Earthquake, so I do not get quaked. And so they're forced to switch over to Wigglytuff. I say, okay, this is enough. I need to, leave. That Ice Beam definitely did less damage than I was expecting, but oh well. It's not a big deal. Still got 3 KOs for Garbodor, which is pretty crazy. Oh, here's the other grass type that Megahorn could work on, but, I'm poison type. I'm gonna take advantage of the few times that I get to actually get a super effective hit. And then, I don't know what hit me with Psychic. I'm assuming it was the Metagross. I'm not sure if I needed the Calm Mind, but better, to get it up. Thank goodness I did too, because I probably wouldn't have survived the Luster Purge. Go, Power Magnet Bomb. Kerchoo! Yeah, I was definitely really intent on, getting some more Garbodor action. So I should have swapped over to Excadrill, but I really wanted to do some funny things. And that's going to cost me because I'm still in the recovery of Protect. So I do really want to win this match because I want to show this match off. So I initially think, oh, I should just go Excadrill, definitely the best mon on my team. But then I just get this really nice lineup on the Hydro Pump for 2 T-Tars for the price of 1 Hydro Pump. And since I took the lead, I might as well hop back on to Garbodor. And I've only got a couple seconds left, so, throw a Magnet Bomb. I'm probably not going to get any KOs. But that's going to do it. And Garbodor is going to take a big win, practically on her own. Good job, Debbie. Wow. Okay, what do y'all think? Do you think you might want to run a Garbodor on your team? It's a pretty niche mon, but this double restricted format has definitely shaken things up, mostly for the worse, I feel. But at least if you try, you can find some weird little picks that can make the game really interesting for a lot of people that aren't expecting Garbodor to nuke their Kyogre with Seed Bomb, or nuke their Gardevoir with a Magnet Bomb. It's pretty fun, and I had a good time. And my opinion of Garbodor has kind of changed because of this whole video. Well, still, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and hopefully the Pokemon Day announcements that come out today, they're going to be pretty cool. I'll let me know in the comments below if anything cool popped up or anything that you're excited about. Hopefully it comes with some Gen 10 announcements. That'd be nice. But yeah, I think that'll do it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.